Do you know that Hashem loves you? I'm not just a cute kid that's saying that. I'm serious. Hashem loves you.
Why is it backwards? Okay, as of literally a second ago, I threw out every single one, and not literally threw them out because they're still here in my notebook, but I threw out of my head every single one of the ideas that I had for this video because it's so late already. We are now in the third of the 5 books of Moses. This one is called the Leviticus, but in the original, it's called Vayikra. That is the name of this week's Torah portion, the first Torah portion of Vayikra. Vayikra means, and he called. Who called? God. God called him. I'm like swallowing my own words, trying to speak faster than usual. God called to Moses, to Moshe, our teacher, our leader, and told him about the mitzvah of offerings in the tabernacle and later in the temple and how the different sacrificial procedures should work. The 11th century commentator Rashi points out that this was not a one-time occurrence, but in fact every time that God spoke to Moses, which we know was quite often, right? God called to Moshe first by saying his name affectionately, Moshe, Moshe, and then proceeded to speak to him, giving him the different laws and whatever it was that he was transmitting to Moshe to tell us. In this case, the different sacrificial procedures in the tabernacle and the temple. On just this one word, Vayikra, we can talk for a lifetime. But here's the one thing that I know that I've mentioned before on this show, and I just think it's so vital and I love it so much. From here we see the fact that Hashem called to Moshe affectionately. Hashem's love for every single Jew. Hashem's unconditional love. I don't even know if that's the right word for that. If that is enough of a word for the kind of love that Hashem has for every single Jew. Before Hashem gets to the rules, gets to the things that Hashem really asks of us and commands us to do in our lifetime in this world, Hashem says the first thing, before I'm going to tell you, is Moshe, Moshe, Jew, I love you. It is so vital that we remember this and that we teach this to children and to anybody that we encounter. Before all the technicalities, love.
I'm serious. Hashem loves you.
Knowing this, now you know I definitely need to look at every Jew like that because I don't know everything about him or her as God does, and God still has that love. So with our increased joy and our increased love for our fellow, let's study more Torah, do another mitzvah with more passion, reciprocate the love to God, and may God show us that we can see and not just talk about, but may God show us his ultimate love for us with the revelation of Mashiach immediately.